Hello everybody, my name is Jay Sonia and welcome to my very first theory video. This is going to be on the Book of Bill that is dropping in 3 days. Let's get into it. My primary source of information comes from the Oregon Parks Depth Twitter account. This is where Alex teases hints about the Book of Bill, and recently he has started this 9-day countdown, and I'm going to share with you what I believe this countdown means. We'll start by taking a look at the first tweet of the countdown. This one reveals that there are 9 days until the release of the Book of Bill, and the tweet above it reads, "Was hunting for some owl pellets to show the Boy Scouts when I came across the remains of a coyote's lunch. Almost looks like a message. Better get my glasses checked." And then the picture below is just the bones of the coyote's lunch saying that there's only 9 days left. I wasn't able to find anything too interesting in this picture, but if you look at the top right corner, you will see what looks to be a T and an A sharing the same line in between. Keep this in mind as this symbol will become important later. The second post the Oregon Parks Depth tweeted to tease the Book of Bill says, "Looks like some wiseacre has been vandalizing our signage. We'll be reporting this to the Oregon Bureau of Road Sign Maintenance. Road safety is no joke." Now, amazingly, this photo is actually an edited version of this photo taken all the way back in 2012. Shout out to that Gravity Falls fan for finding this out. Looking at the two photos side by side, I can count 4 differences. The obvious one is that the sign is different. It says, "He is coming 8 days." The second difference is that the picture that Alex released is significantly darker than the original. I'll brighten the image that Alex released now. The third difference is there is a triangle on the caution signs below the giant monitor. The fourth difference is the easiest to miss. If you look at the side of the billboard, you see a hidden message. Once decoded, the message reads, "Don't shake his hand." This is interesting because it means whoever wrote this message is not working with Bill, but against him. This was also from a new cipher called the Runes. This may be the language that the cavemen who drew the symbols that let Ford see the incantation of Bill in the first place used. If that's the case, then that means that this language is older than any one we've previously seen. On to the next tweet. This tweet was released to tell us there are only 7 days before the Book of Bill, and it reads, "Litter is the bane of a park ranger's life. Deer, bear, and marmots will try to eat your trash. You don't want deer's teeth to fall out, do you?"
Deer teeth! For you, kid!
I found a few interesting things in this photo. First off was this. The symbol from the first tweet has seemed to have returned. I'll reveal what I think this symbol is at the end of the video. Next is the code at the top middle of the screen. Unfortunately, when I translated it, it seemed to just be gibberish. I couldn't find anything else on this tweet, so let's move on. This tweet says, "Power outage alert. More than 614 Pacific Northwesterns lost electricity last night to overheated power grids. Keep a backup flashlight handy at all times. You don't want to bump into a stranger in the middle of the night." The billboards are actually Goodwill, Tom's Meats, and Mega Gain all on top of each other, but only Will Meet Again are lit up to reference Will Meet Again, the song that Bill sang in Gravity Falls Weirdmageddon Part 3.
We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when. Oh, I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
To the middle right, we see a giant billboard with the number 6 and then the word days under it. And then we see the symbol that we've been seeing throughout these posts. If you brighten the image, you can see what looks to be a triangle surrounding the moon. That seems to be all that's in this tweet, so let's move to the next one. This tweet shows that there are only 5 days left, and the tweet itself says, "Watch out, a yellow-throated sterling murmur spotted outside our visitor center. Beware, they can be aggressive. This one tried to peck out my eye." You can clearly see the 5 days spelt out in what I'm assuming to be bugs, but what you could miss is the symbol once again in the bottom right corner of this page. A little side note I would like to add is that Alex really made a mistake by not having the eye of the bird being a elongated pupil. This tweet says that there are only 4 days until the release of the Book of Bill, and there is a lot to go through in this one. The tweet says, "Boy, it's been an unfortunate week for yours truly. Be sure to use mosquito repellent multiple times a day, especially near stranded water where they breed. You don't want to end up like me." This image has quite a few things to talk about. First off, with the mosquito bites. It says 4 days, but this is because the mosquito that wrote it, on screen now, misspells dangerous messages and tries to warn you about oncoming threats. If we brighten the image, you can see that on the birch trees, you can see a hidden message. Decoding it reads, "Lock the doors and close the blinds," which is a reference of an animation on YouTube by Night Rizzer of Bill singing "I Can't Decide."
Lock the doors and close the blinds, we're going for a ride.
The full video will be linked in the description. Now, you can clearly see Bill's statue in the background. This tells us that these tweets are happening from Gravity Falls canon universes, because canonically, Bill's Cipher statue is still in the woods of Gravity Falls. However, in reality, Bill's statue is being held in Confusion Hill, California. And lastly, it's very easy to miss, but if you look here in the wrinkles of the hand, you can see the symbol. This is where I would put my final thoughts over all these tweets, but as I was making this video, 3 new posts dropped. Been a long week. I'm gonna take a walk through the woods and clear my head. Just came across something awfully strange out here. Not sure what to make of it. Figuring out how to upload a video. Better get my reading glasses.
Litter is the worst thing to see in our national parks. But I found something strange today. Does anyone know someone named Bill? Comment if this book is yours.
Now it's time for my final thoughts. First up, the symbol. I can only think of 3 different meanings that this symbol might have. First up, it's the symbol of a cult that worships Bill's cipher. This would explain why it's always near some weird phenomenon about Bill's eventual arrival. Number 2, it's about a group that is trying to prevent Bill from re-entering our reality. This would too explain why it's always near some phenomenon about Bill. Number 3, it's the logo of some sort of photo editing software that he used to make the image. I believe that it is the symbol of a cult that is trying to defend us from Bill, because the runes, the language that they used to warn us about Bill's influence, they were trying to tell us to stay away from Bill, which they wouldn't do if they were trying to help him back into our reality. The Book of Bill is dropping in 3 days. I'm guessing we'll find out if I was right about any of my predictions. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. And yes, I have pre-ordered the book, and I will do an unboxing on it. and maybe I'll do a review on the book. It's 200 pages. We'll see what happens. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.